It's morphin' time. Pterodactyl.
Hi there, this is Datila with Rangers of Wrestling, bringing you the It's Wrestling Time post-show. And for tonight, I will be reviewing AEW Dynamite St. Patrick's Day Slam. So much happened tonight. So much happened tonight. But let's start off with this. The main event. It was Dr. Britt Baker, D.M.D. versus Thunder Rosa in a steel cage match. Wow, I have to say, okay, so first of all, let's talk about Thunder Rosa's entrance. She had an all-female mariachi, and she came out dressed as a mariachi. And I have to say, that truly brought a smile to my face because as a fellow Latina, especially one of Mexican descent, that was amazing to see. And I really like the fact that Thunder Rosa dug into her Mexican roots for that entrance. That, like I said, very fantastic. Love that. Absolutely love that. And then Britt Baker came out rocking her gear paid homage to Scott Hall, who passed away on Monday. But this match was amazing. Honestly, it was. I really liked. Okay, so you guys know that today is also Stone Cold Day, Austin 316 Day. And the fact Thunder Rosa during this match did a stunner to Britt Baker. So she did a stunner on 316 Day while in Texas. That was amazing, I have to say. Steve Callahan saying, what a great AEW tonight. Yeah, definitely. Super, super duper. Both women got busted open during this match. Britt Baker with that super kick to that poor referee. Thunder Rosa headbutted Britt onto the steel cage, and then she fell into the big pile of chairs. I really thought that's when it was over. I really did. But nope, she powered through it. I really liked when Britt got that bag of thumbtacks and she just whacked Thunder Rosa with it. I was like, that's smart, whacking someone with a big bag of thumbtacks. But then she spread it on the floor. Oof, when Britt Baker was trying to go for that lockjaw, Thunder Rosa bit her and then she slammed her hand on those thumbtacks. Chris Movies and more saying that ref really got literally wrecked. Yeah, he did. They had to bring out a new ref, Audrey Edwards. But in the end, Thunder Rosa hit the powerbomb to Britt on the thumbtacks, and she was victorious. Now, what a fantastic sight to see for Thunder Rosa to be celebrating in her adopted hometown of San Antonio, Texas. The confetti came out. Dustin Rhodes came out, celebrated with her. It was just such an amazing sight. I think one thing that would have added to that celebration would have been if they lifted up the steel cage and had the fans go in there and celebrate. That would have been the cherry on top. Like, seriously, I think would have been such an amazing moment. All right. But tonight's AEW Dynamite kicked off with a 6-man tag match. It was Hangman, Adam Page, and Jurassic Express teaming up to face Adam Cole, Bay, and reDRagon. This was a great match. I really did. This had some cool spots, like the triple moonsault. That was really cool. That was cool. To reDRagon and Cole, I don't think you could have topped that. But they did with the double doomsday device from Jungle Boy to Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. But in the end, those sneaky Adam Cole and reDRagon were victorious in this match. This was a great way to kick it off AEW Dynamite. Then we had Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson versus Wheeler Yuta and Chuck Taylor. Another great match. Bryan and Moxley really working well together in this match. I actually really, really like this. I I like that on the outside, you see awesome opening. The triple moonsault was awesome. Yes, it was. It certainly was awesome. I liked that Chuck Taylor tried to do a pile driver onto Moxley, but he didn't. I think it said that Moxley bit his nose, and then he gave him the paradigm shift on the outside. And in the end, Moxley and Bryan were victorious. But what happened after was pretty interesting. Wheeler Yuta came back inside the ring, and he tried to shake Regal's hand, and he got slapped instead. It was basically told to leave. So I wonder if that means Wheeler Yuta might join them. What do you guys think? So then we had a segment with FTR and the Young Bucks backstage. They make a reference to Bret Hart by saying the best there is. I mean, we do know that last week FTR did fire Tully Blanchard. So I wonder if that means they might be bringing in Bret Hart. I mean, it makes sense since they're going to start the Owen Hart tournament soon. So, all right. So next we had the Jericho Appreciation Society segment. This segment was amazing. Let me see. Michael 101591 saying, I hope Yuta joins them. It will get him out of Chopperville. Oh, wow. I don't even know where to start with this segment. Okay, so you guys know that last week Chris Jericho formed the Jericho Appreciation Society, AJAS. So he basically started off by saying that we're lucky enough to be alive for the Jericho era, and that he's been contributing and delivering awesome matches for over 30 years. That's my entire span. And that he's carried this company. He says that the fans don't appreciate him. Well, that's a lie. I appreciate Chris Jericho. Do you guys appreciate Chris Jericho? Because I do. I really appreciate Chris Jericho. Who doesn't appreciate Chris Jericho? But apparently Chris Jericho doesn't feel that way. He said the inner circle never appreciated him. Sammy walked out on him. Eddie Kingston humiliated him by making him tap out. Michael 101591 saying this new Jericho faction is interesting. Yeah, it definitely is. He said that there's a reason why they're above the AEW roster, and that's because the AEW roster consider themselves to be pro wrestlers. And Jericho says that they can't relate because they're not pro wrestlers, they're sports entertainers. Chris Jericho drawing the ire of the crowd by calling himself a sports entertainer. Steve Callahan saying, I acknowledge Chris Jericho over Roman. And then Daniel Garcia proceeded to call himself a sports entertainer. And people were not liking that whatsoever. People were booing them. I guess that they called themselves sports entertainers. I dug it. I actually really liked the fact that he called himself a sports entertainer. But what do you guys? I was just about to get that, Michael, too. I was just about to get that, too. All right. So then he starts to talk about 2.0 formerly Everrise. And he says that he appreciates them because his former best friend Kevin, referring to Kevin Owens and his whole team Chris and Kevin, team Kevin and Chris, and the festival of friendship until he betrayed it. So that's what Michael 101591 says. Jericho mentioned Kevin Owens, his former best friend. Yes, Steve Callahan saying that segment was great. Yes, it was. And so he said that 2.0 is no longer going to go by their 2.0. They're going to go by their real names. And he said that on March 16, 2022, is going to be the new ever sports entertainment. And that's entertainment. So I have to say, the fact that he said that nobody in the faction uses a fake name and that they all use a real name is just silly to me, because just Chris Jericho is not using his real last name. His real name is Christopher Irvine, not Chris Jericho. But I just thought that was hilarious. Anywho, this was an amazing segment, making references to his past and to sports entertainment. I think a lot of people just do not like sports entertainment because of the WWE. But like I said, this was hilarious. And Chris Jericho is pretty entertaining. At least I think so. So then we had the TNT Championship match. It was Wardlow versus Scorpio Sky. So far, Scorpio Sky was at 371 days undefeated. Now he's at 372 because he won this match. So he got the Powerbomb Symphony 3 times, and of course Lambert distracted the referee. But and I said this last week, Wardlow interfered. I mean, not Wardlow. MJF interfered in this match. Him and Sean Spears. Sean Spears first came out to cause a distraction, and then MJF sent Wardlow crashing into the steel steps, allowing Scorpio Sky to end up being victorious. I'm not surprised because after those remarks that Wardlow did, I'm sure MJF was not happy about that. Michael 101591 saying sounded like they were taking jabs at WWE for sports entertainment. It's like, yeah, you could say that, but like I said, overall it was a great segment. And then there was a post-match assault on Wardlow. Spears hit Wardlow with the steel chair, and then MJF hit Wardlow with that dynamite diamond ring. Michael 101591 saying, we all knew MJF was going to cause Wardlow. Looking forward to the feud. Yeah, same here. I think the blowout's definitely going to be at Double or Nothing. And I might be there live. I'm not going to confirm anything yet until we get closer to Double or Nothing weekend. So next was a match that some of us were waiting for. Actually, I think a lot of us were waiting for this match. It was Private Party versus the reunited Hardys. This was a fantastic match. It was so amazing seeing the Hardys in AEW. And I never knew Hardys versus Private Party was a dream match. This match did not disappoint. I really like the double twist of fate. I was hoping that would have happened, and I would have been disappointed if it didn't happen, and it happened. I really like that. Really, really did. And of course, Jeff Hardy did the Swanton Bomb, which allowed them to pick up their first victory as a team in AEW. The crowd was just cheering for Hardy, for Jeff. Let me see. Michael 101591 says, hearing the Hardys music was so awesome, and they are over there with the crowd. Yes. Glad the Hardys, yeah. They definitely will love to see the Hardys versus the Young Bucks eventually. I'm sure that's coming somewhere down the road. But of course, the Hardys were victorious. I mean, come on. Did you really expect them to lose their first match together in AEW? No. AFO comes out, and they surround the ring, and then Sting and Darby Allin come out. So I'm liking where this is going so far. I cannot wait. Seriously, I cannot wait to see more of the Hardys. They were fantastic. And then after that, we got the main event. But I already talked about the main event at the very beginning. And like I said, tonight was a solid show. It really was, top to bottom. There's not one thing I disliked about tonight's show. Great show overall. And if I had to give it a rating, 5 out of 5. And it's definitely a Ty Dillinger, a perfect 10. I mean, Thunder Rosa victorious in her adopted hometown of San Antonio, Texas. You got the reunited Hardys winning. You got Chris Jericho cutting an amazing promo, calling himself a sports entertainer. You got a fantastic opening match. What more do you want, people? This was a fantastic show, top to bottom. And then, let me see, Michael 101591 says, awesome main event. Glad Thunder Rosa is the new champion. I think we all are. 10 out of 10. Michael 101591 says it's also a Ty Dillinger. And then Steve Callahan giving it an 8 out of 10. All right. Well, with that, I don't have anything more to discuss. Oh, wait, I forgot to mention. News broke today. Joey Janela revealing on an interview with Denise Salcedo, saying that he's not going to be renewing his contract with AEW. So, Joey Janela was an inaugural part of AEW at the very beginning. And so I'm excited to see what's in store for him afterwards. But with that being said, thank you guys all so much for watching and for your continued support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow after Impact Wrestling. And have a happy 3/16 day. Bye.